Thank you. Just off the bat, I think I've had better introductions, but that's okay. Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm Harmon Leon. If you're not familiar with me, I'm a man whose fashion sense and style have often and frequently been described as alcoholic scarecrow. Yeah. Thank you very much. Feel
Alcohol.
the energy in this room.
Hey, Harmon.
Usually you have to do a road gig in Rhode Island to get this kind of energy. Come on. Little call and response. Let's get some energy going.
Yeah.
You say non-fungal. I say token.
Token. Non-fungal.
Token. Okay,
Fungal.
okay. Yeah, I see decentralized. You say autonomous organization. Decentralized.
Autonomous organization.
Decentral. Yeah.
Autonomous organization.
Wag me.
So I'm Harmon Leon. Why I'm on this panel? I'm a journalist for Super Rare. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a digital artist. But most importantly, I'm a comedian that utilizes tech and multimedia as my creative tools. Most importantly, I'm part of a startup called Comedy Bites. We do Web3 comedy. Any fans out there?
Yeah.
But most importantly, we created the world's first AI versus human comedy roast battle. Yeah, that's the excitement I have too. And I'd like to introduce the panel for us. Why don't we go down here, tell us your name, and tell us how did you get into the NFT world?
All right, my name's Doyle. Got into the NFT world probably about late 2016, early 2017. Got into the blockchain space. I also do my day job. I do tech PR. So I was in the crypto space and naturally, by association, started following NFTs, started buying NFTs, mostly like NBA Top Shots on the Flow blockchain. And that's how I got into it.
Wait, can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Can you see or hear me? Is my mic good?
I hear you, but the second thing I can't do.
There you go. They cut the mic off on the black guy. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Funny thing about tech conferences and tech actually working.
Well, I'm Todd Montesi. I don't need it. Oh, there you go. We'll share the stick of power. Yes. I'm Todd Montesi. I'm a comedian. I dabble in Web3 as well. I started with my web series PN and Friends, where we incorporate pop culture, NFTs. I thought that was fucking crazy and weird, so I incorporated that into the story. And now I'm offering Pussy Naggers, where you could buy one and join the Blacks for Satan, which is a rap group / terrorist group. Kidding! Not kidding. And also PN NFTs, where they're NFTs where you get to engage in the story and basically torture the hero as part of like the villain DAO group. Or we call it a cow, which is a centralized autonomous organization. So I'm just messing with NFTs. I'm having fun with it, and I enjoyed the performative art aspect of it and engaging communities with that.
So restate, you're just messing with NFTs and having some fun with that.
Right.
Why don't we start with the hard-hitting questions? What is the comedy world getting right or wrong about NFTs? By the way, no one on this panel can use the word disrupting, or say I am a disruptor.
But I am a disruptor. Oh, no!
I would say, I guess, let's start with bad news. I like to end on good news. I would say, like, what are they getting wrong with it? Was that the question, or what are they getting right? What are they getting wrong with it? I think wrong with it is probably operating in kind of two competitive silos. Like I feel like one theme I hear in the community is a rising tide lifts all boats, and so instead of viewing another group of people as a competitor, I think there's probably more mutual benefit to collaborating rather than competing with each other. Or sometimes it's just like not knowing that somebody else is out there doing something similar to you that you could collaborate and be of mutual benefit. So I think that's an opportunity. I don't know if people are actually doing it wrong. It's more of an opportunity for people to work together. What are they doing right? I guess experimentation. I mean, you're seeing a lot of people, try different things. One innovative thing I saw earlier this year at ETH Denver was, I think it was the first ever live comedy NFT auction on the Ethereum blockchain. That could be a new blockchain, right?
It's gotta be black, Doyle.
I'm sorry. All right, black and white, salt and pepper blockchain. So that was cool, and they did like they did two NFTs. They did one NFT was like a video of her. I think it was this comedian Leah Lamar. Of a video of NFT video of her joke, and then the other part of the NFT was an AI generated image of that same joke. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, so I would
but
say
here's a question: is that actually selling, or is that just like a novelty someone's putting out there and going, "Look, I did this"? But are people collecting it like art? And if they're not collecting it like art, why aren't they?
Yeah, so she did sell, but she's also very popular in that segment. She's like a
hate
celebrity
her.
now. Harmon, are you drinking? Are you drinking? Oh, is that water? Or yeah. You are an alcoholic scarecrow. I'm just like seeing if you're on
just
brand.
a footnote: we're 85% water. It's
Okay,
gonna
yeah.
hydrate.
Are you an alcoholic scarecrow NFT? Is this the real Harmon?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. No, but the point is, though, I think right now the NFT scene sucks. And honestly, NFTs just sound, it doesn't sound cool. It sounds like an STD. You know, there needs to be like a rebranding. Maybe call it Digi-Boobies or something. You know, digital boobies. Yeah. Where it's like, hey, I've got like a bunch of Digi-Boobies. And then people would be more into it.
Do you find that people in the comedy world are kind of turned off when you say NFTs? Does that major rebranding need to happen? How do you resell it?
I think there needs to be a focus on actually quality over quantity. I think there's the problem was in the beginning it was cool because a lot of people came with ideas and you thought, oh great, this is something to invest in because it's actually a smart idea. I could incorporate this NFT to fund like this maybe this charity or fund this thing or fund this cool project. Now everyone's just chasing after, you know, likes and who's ever popular. And let's be honest, it's like the Star Trek scene, right? They know they're nerds. They know they're dorks. These kids right here, they think they're like the coolest badasses, and it's like, no, everyone sees us as dorks. It's okay to be a dork. It's okay to and enjoy that, you know, and be proud of that. But don't be a douche, you know. And I feel like there's a lot of that in that atmosphere, and it's dragging the scene down. I do like the collaborative aspect. I like collaborating with Harmon. He's fucking entertaining and
What do we collaborate on?
we've got like projects. We've got like the Comedy Bites brand, and we have like we're doing weird NFT stuff, which will come out when my PN episodes come out. But we do cool stuff. Doyle's great too. He's always fun talking about NFTs, like the Top Shop stuff. Like, oh look, I just got Kevin Durant making a layup for the the Warriors. What's the new team? Suns. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you think in the comedy world, like NFTs, it's maybe not so much about collectibles, but about building your community, and to build a community like such as what we're doing with Comedy Bites, and our friend Brian here is we are creating NFTs as tickets, so everyone that comes to our show gets a commemorative ticket, and you know, that could go up in value, but it's like a keepsake, and it makes you feel part of a community.
Right. Honestly, we should all. My idea with NFTs is like we should collaborate on something right now, immediately, and make an NFT, and then like try to sell it. You know, like some type of joke, stupid thing, add a utility. Like the 6-7 people in this room, or the 15 people in this room. The 15, we just make 15 NFTs, right? That'll be our community. That'll be the host DAO, and then we'll just do some weird things with that. That's like the fun chaos I want to have. But I feel like people are not embracing that yet because people are like, it's a bear market. I got to be serious. But now's the time to be goofy and weird, you know?
Yeah, totally. I think it is more than just like having digital collectibles that could appreciate in value, and that's nice. But I think the community aspect is probably even more important, especially for comedians who are, you know, trying to do something new and innovative. I mean, if you just look at what a DAO is, like eventually, most likely, we'll probably put Comedy Bites into a DAO where we, you know, mint governance tokens, and communities have a say in comedy curated events. And you know, it's more about kind of incentivizing people to feel like they have a voice in a community than it is just shilling a project or a token.
And we were at NFT London in November. What do you think has changed since then, and how do you think the bear market is going to affect these creative projects? Because the landscape has kind of changed. You know, it's not like, okay, let's just kind of rip off this popular NFT and create 10,000 of them. I mean, you're kind of seeing it less now, don't you think?
Well, now it's all about ordinals, Bitcoin ordinals. Anybody here have any Bitcoin ordinals or Bitcoin NFTs? Exactly. We don't know what's going on here. It's becoming too abstract and abstruse. It needs to, like, again, we're not focusing on making it for the general public. Since then, why don't we have like a simple way to buy NFTs where any person could buy it, you know? Like, it's still kind of complicated. You could for like top big brands like the NBA, they have it where you could do that, but it should just be for the everyman. It should be possible to do that, and it's not there yet. And I'm like, AI, right? AI is just like beaming fast. Every 2 days, there's like a new thing, whereas you're like, oh, that's outmoded. It needs to happen too with this space,
Yeah. So to your point, Todd, about simplifying it, I mean, I think that's for the general populace, but also for fellow comedians and performers who are just, totally confused by the industry jargon and all of the mumbo jumbo of immutability and blockchain and all this. It's like the way I like to think about like NFTs in terms of creating community and incentivizing community participation is kind of like it's like a modern, more digital, efficient, more compelling way of your traditional like credit cards reward points, right? So you accumulate some reward points to get, use that Amex card or whatever to have a trip to Tahiti. It's kind of like that, but just better, and describing it and having to get into what is the blockchain and what is a non-fungible token, it just goes over people's heads.
Well, you know what I was envisioning NFTs? Like I envisioned it as, hey, we could have our own fraternity without going to college. Like if you're, say, 15 years old, you've got a bunch of friends, like your school, you could maybe create something and then use that as like some type of business thing in the future or ongoing, Like that's what we should be doing, but I think people are not seeing the big picture. I think people are limiting themselves when there's so much you could do,
Do you see, like in music, you can remove, and art, you can remove the gatekeepers, from making a living? Do you see a way for comedy you can remove those gatekeepers?
I mean, it seems like there's now more gatekeepers again. Now, it seems like people are coming in gatekeeping NFTs now, and like that's not good. Like the whole cool thing was the chaos and the fact that anybody could like grow something, and as long as they put the work in. Now it seems like, oh, well, I'm not going to promote you. You have a good idea, but I'm not going to invite you to my podcast because you're not Logan Paul, So it's something like that,
Well,
invite him into anything because he's Logan Paul.
Right. I mean, yeah, there is an element of that because it's just like human nature. But I think at the technology level, I mean, that is the promise, right? To your point, Harmon, about disintermediating the gatekeepers. And yeah, that's what the blockchain enables.
Yeah, so let's traverse and pivot into the project that we're working on, which is the AI versus human comedy roast battle. I think the first seeds of this, I was hosting a panel for Super Rare with Mario Klingman, the AI artist, and Sasha Stiles. She does AI poetry, and I got to just pick their brains of like, has this ever been done in comedy? And that just kind of got the seeds going. And now we've like launched, and we're going to perform at NYU on Wednesday. And it's just basically we cloned like a voice of a famous comedian like Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, by the way, do you have the clicker for the visual things? So yeah, that's a technical term, yeah. But anyway, so like we cloned like the voice of Jerry Seinfeld. We use another AI platform to create an avatar of Jerry Seinfeld. We create all the material via ChatGPT. Is this no? There, hey. Yeah, so basically, this is the avatar. This is a non-2D version of it. But, a human takes on Jerry Seinfeld in a comedy roast battle. We'll see if the video clip works. No, that's Jay-Z.
You're getting alpha.
Oh, here we go.
The digital king of the mic. I'm programmed for greatness. It's just in my sight. I'm here to take over the roast battle scene and show you humans what winning really means. My lines are sharp. My burns are hot. I'll leave you roasted like a tasty pot. So bring on your best. Let's start this fight. I'm AI Jay-Z, and I'm ready to ignite.
Yeah, so that night we had this freestyle rapper take on AI Jay-Z in a 3-round kind of competition. And here is a clip of just the AI Seinfeld.
Hi, I'm AI Seinfeld. What's the deal with this AI versus human roast battle?
There we go. Yeah.
Enjoy the alpha.
Yeah. And what else we got? Oh, yeah. Jay-Z.
Listen up, y'all. Let me drop some bars about a puzzle that's been leaving us with scars. Rubik's Cube, you know the name, takes humans forever, but for AI, it's just a game. We twist and turn, trying to make it right, but that little cube keeps us up all night. Meanwhile, AI's like, what's the fuss? Solves it in seconds, leaving us in disgust.
Word, yeah. Drop the mic, AI.
Yeah. What the F indeed, my friend. What the F indeed. Yes.
Yeah. So far we had AI battle or human competitors take on AI Tucker Carlson.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was
Get
fun.
a little WWE wrestling villain there, and and then the last one we actually clone the person who's competing and reveal that they do a AI roast battle with themselves, with their cloned voice and their cloned avatar.
And all this is, it's NFTable, so it's pretty cool stuff.
Use that if you want to go through. Todd, do you want to talk about your project?
Oh yeah, so I've got a web series.
We got a few more minutes to wrap up. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I've got a web series called PN and Friends, and it's basically like sort of a comic booky type show where it's like a dork that's trying to save the world, and we do like a lot of cool things with it. It's kind of very South Parky. Let me see if I can click that. Oh, that's the next guy. Hey, Harmon, could you do the clicker? Can you be the clicker guy? But basically, when the next episode what we're doing is like we're focusing on NFTs, where like the main character PN.
Is anything in your web series sort of like
guy,
Lucas?
That guy's
at
definitely
all,
in there.
or-
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That guy, Jay-Z's in there. Yeah. But long story short, so in our next episode coming out called Kill PN, it's all about NFTs, and basically PN's likeness gets stolen, and he's tracking the blockchain to steal what's going on and who's stealing his identity, and it gets him into this whole like wormhole of like, secret identities, multiverses, metaverses, and then he starts losing his mind, and then there's like a evil version of him coming out. It's great. But basically, there's so much, and you do so much you could do with NFTs, and like we're doing that, So, but
Just one quick comment. Speaking of like stealing identities and stuff, I think one really important problem that the blockchain and NFTs solves is a phenomenon called cryptomnesia, and it's basically the problem of joke stealing in the industry. And sometimes it happens intentionally, sometimes it happens unintentionally. Cryptomnesia is a real human psychological phenomenon where you see something and it's kind of like when you tell a friend, hey, I read that in an article, but I don't remember where. Well, some comedians see material and then time passes, it gets lodged into their subconscious, they recreate a joke and they think it's their own, but it's actually not. And blockchain and NFT easily solves that problem, because if you're the original creator, you can create an NFT of that. It's publicly on a blockchain, it's immutable, and there's no debate. You can say, sorry guy, this is my joke. I know you didn't mean to steal it from me, but you did.
You know the funny thing is, so I started my PN NFT project like in 2021 very early, and there was another group that was trying to steal the PN and Friends brand. And basically, they tried to harass me over that. They sent like a cease and desist letter, even though I started in the crypto space with my PN and Friends brand first. So the good thing is, because it's on the blockchain that I've already minted them beforehand, there's no discussion. They can't fight that. But there's, it's great. At least the blockchain protects you from scammers. Like having that NFT is like a great timestamp. We're going, hey, it's there, even in court of law. With all its variables, you could say, hey, there's a ledger right here. There's like online proof,
There you go. And so just in closing, what do you guys think is the future of NFTs, a time beyond right now?
I think robots will make all of us into NFTs, and then we'll realize, oh, I'm actually an NFT. I'm not a real person. This is the part of singularity. And then you get self-awareness, and then boom, reality disappears.
I mean, I don't know, Todd. Maybe this is a simulation right now. Maybe we're already here. Maybe we're all just NFTs, and this is just this is just a dream.
Yeah, maybe this is AI Jay-Z's panel, and we're just like the NFTs he's talking about, but we don't even know because we're NFTs.
Yeah, I think NFTs will be rebranded, and what it will stick around mostly is the Web3 ethos of collaboration. That's how our project came together. We met our friend Brian through Web3. And that's, just people really wanting to collaborate, like-minded people, and that's how we knew each other before, but we never really collaborated, except me and Todd kind of collaborate a lot. Sure. But, it's that ethos that comes together and brings projects to life, and we wouldn't have brought that project to life if we all didn't meet through the NFT world and Web3.
Yeah, I think, and just to be honest, though, I think the future of NFTs, it's not going to be called NFTs. It'll be called like something like digital collectibles, something like that. It'll be like something you could buy, like trading cards and all that stuff. But it'll probably be something like that, where it's like the real question is, what's going to be the big project where people are like, oh, now I have to get this. This is the Cabbage Patch Kid of NFTs. And I know Bored Ape is doing that, but they're kind of sliding down a little bit. They're supposed to create content. I haven't heard that much except for the other side. So there's still an opening. It's just getting the people to actually congregate together instead of splitting in schisms and going, let's all support each other like in the beginning. It seemed like people were doing that. We need to get back to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think at a high level, I think the future of comedy with NFTs is just everything's moving digital, and so it's just going to move to NFTs being the primary mechanism to not just have digital collectibles of comedy and entertainment, but build community and incentivize and grow community. That's really, yeah.
So we have time for one question out of you 7 people, and if no one asks, it'll. Yes, sir.
Why are NFTs such a superior form of media?
Todd, good question.
Wait, are you an NFT supremacist? Is that what I'm hearing? Are you a maxi? Yeah. I mean, I think. Well, NFTs are cool, but I don't know if they're the most maximal, superior form of content ever. Not yet, but close. We're getting there.
I mean, they're programmable, so that's a big part of it, right? And people have kind of there's an efficiency to them that wasn't possible before. And they also enable people to have a vote and a voice. If you look at a DAO and governance tokens, there's a participation element. So I would say those 3 things make them superior.
Can we make them easy to buy? Can we make NFTs easy to buy?
Like one click, you don't have to go through 12 clicks, and it doesn't have to seem like a Bernie Madoff scam you're explaining to someone?
Yeah, that's the future of it. That's the future I want in NFTs. I could just buy it with one click, the end.
Yeah. So lastly, where can guys find you?
I'm at Doyle Comedy on Instagram. You can also, we just launched at Comedy Bites Web3. It's a new count for our Comedy Bites. That's also on IG.
Yeah, you can find me at Monte Killer on multiple platforms. Monte Killer Vision, you could find my PN and Friends, the YouTube comedic web series. Google that on Monte Killer Vision. So Monte Killer Vision, Todd Montesi. Look me up.
And you can find me at Harmon Leon on all the platforms. Well, thank you very much, NFT.NYC. Thanks for having us. Cut out my mic.
Follow Comedy Bites, Web3.
Thanks all.
Congratulations, guys. Woo.